Where are we at? The Conrad Mansion today. Clint Eckern, another episode of From the Vault. Very excited about this week. We got two awesome individuals and their whole team here tonight at the Conrad Mansion. We got Jan Roth with VAPR and also Christian McCarthy with VAPR as well. Before I go any further, can one of you guys tell me what that is?
Valley Area Paranormal Research.
So what do you guys
Hey
exactly
guys,
do?
I'm here for the sleeper.
It's not that kind of thing. It's not that kind of thing. Call your mom. She'll pick you up front.
See you later.
Who was that?
Oh, man.
Did you invite him?
That might have been Tony. He might have got the wrong message about what we were exactly doing here tonight.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So VAPR, what does that stand for, and what are we really doing here tonight?
Well, VAPR stands for Valley Area Paranormal Research. And I'll let you tell him what's going on because he's the man.
So we're here at the Conrad, and what we're going to do is have an overnight investigation. We had two individuals that won from the random drawing, if you will, and they are going to be our guests tonight and get a chance to spend the night with us conducting a real investigation. So we're going to have equipment set up here. They're going to be involved in some of the EVP sessions, questions and answers. It's just going to be a great event.
So now, when we're looking for the activity tonight, I mean, what do you guys look forward to for real, I guess, activity? Is that the right question?
That is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's a situation where, like, when he's talking about the EVPs, which is electronic voice phenomenon, we're asking questions and then we're pausing to hopefully get a response that we'll be able to hear on those recorders. And then with all the cameras set up around, if there's any motion, anything that's been moved or something like that, it captures those because we're recording it and we have night vision type equipment so that when all the lights are off, hopefully we catch something.
So we're here with Skyvault tonight, filming and helping out with the crew and everything. So we're really excited to try to see kind of what we find out. I mean, we've done stuff here at the mansion before.
Yeah.
And I mean, history of the mansion, if you go back, I mean, holy cow, it goes deep from
1800s.
Yeah.
1800s, the beginning of Kalispell.
One question too is really, how did you guys get into the paranormal research and activity investigations?
How much time do you have?
Well, really, I mean, for me, it was since childhood. I've always been drawn to it since childhood and stuff like that, and seeing things, and recognizing that they were there, and having things just come to me that I couldn't explain how I know. So ever since I was a kid, I've always been drawn to it, and things like that. And so once that kind of happens to you, I guess you just kind of start feeling a drive of, I want to know more, I want to see more.
Right.
Got it.
And I
Yeah.
want to figure out a way, and this is how Jan and I hooked up, is because he has so much experience from other locations in the country. We both had the same kind of drive,
Got it.
to want to know more.
Yeah, so, similar for me, when I was very young, something did transpire in what I call a dream state. And I won't get too much into the detail of what happened, but I was just intrigued to know more. What was it? Was it real? And can I make it happen again? So just a continual effort trying to figure out what that was. I've done locations all the way from Waverly Hills to Gettysburg, Winchester House, all across the nation. I've been doing this for quite some time. I was with a previous team out of St. Louis, Missouri. We did the original Exorcist house the film was based on.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, I've had some strange experiences, but we are extremely careful to call anything paranormal
Gotcha.
without some kind of basis of fact to back it up.
What's been kind of the most intense experience in the short version? Because I'm sure that could go pretty long.
Well, for me,
this.
The
right?
sleepover. I mean,
the
that's
sleepover
gotta
thing,
top
guy.
it off.
Yeah, that's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. Here he is. Yeah. All right.
Hi guys, I promise I'll behave. Tony
Yeah.
Brockman. Tony Fun
Von
Brockman.
There we go.
He got the memo now, so he's not here for
right.
the sleepover.
For me, this situation is when it comes to dealing with the paranormal, because I've only been in this really dealing with investigations since 2013.
13, yes.
Where he's been dealing with a lot longer. Was in an investigation. I got touched on the back of my leg, and that kind of turned me and sent me backwards out of the room, right? But on the for me on the psychic level of things, there's so many situations that occur that just blows the mind, that I know there's something more beyond just what we're doing here, right? And getting information for people and stuff like that. And like I said, it just, for so many years, it's just a lot of experiences for me in that. And I find them in those experiences in homes.
Yeah.
right?
Just where there's history. And
Where there's history, where like in the Conrad mansion here, the energy this here is a really positive, loving energy in this home. Everybody, because of TV, says, "Oh my gosh, it's a ghost. It must be negative." I don't want to give it a name really, but it must be negative. Most of the time, that's not the case. It's somebody who loved their home, and even though they've passed over, they still come and visit from time to time. And the people who moved in are like, "What is that?" And I can go in and help them understand. And then we have a team member who goes and looks at the history of the area and the home, and sometimes we find a connection.
got it.
And that's really awesome.
And you find that here with the Conrads and Kalispell.
Yeah.
They loved this home, they loved this community, and nothing but positive, happy things happened in this
That's
home.
it.
Yes,
That's it.
exactly.
Fun experiences, laughter. They talk about on various TV shows about feeling an oppression or deep or, just a presence that isn't good. You never have that here.
Right.
Any experience that I've ever had here has always been positive.
But to answer his question,
To
your
answer,
situation
yes.
is
Yeah,
He's
I've
had
had
more.
a couple that, So recently, Deer Lodge,
yes,
is that
Deer
what
Lodge
you're-
prison.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we had the luxury of having the entire prison to ourselves. I did the very one thing I preach to everyone not to do, and that is to go
not
ahead, say the
provoke.
word. Okay.
To not provoke.
Again, not to provoke. So we were, I provoked. I admit it. And I paid the price. It was a small price, but I was communicating or trying to communicate with the prison. I guess you would call him a guard. He wasn't a guard, but he
No,
was.
no, no,
He was a prisoner.
He was a prison boss
Prison
of the
boss,
of
thank
the
you.
prisoners. He was a prisoner.
Gotcha.
He was someone as a he's like the head.
He
prison.
controls all the
Person of
prisoners.
authority
within
prisoners.
amongst the criminals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to communicate with him, and there's one barber chair in this area that was his, and no one was allowed to sit in it, or he got very angry. So what did I do? I sat in it,
And provoked.
and it provoked. I basically didn't call him a coward or anything like that, but I said, if you're going to show your presence or existence or don't like me sitting in your chair, you need to do something to me, like scratch me or something. And lo and behold, I felt a little burning sensation on the back of my neck. Felt like somebody taking a matchstick and just planting it on the back of your neck. And I had one of the people that were attending come over there and take a picture from their phone, and I had, two long scratches
Two long
on the
scratch marks
back of my neck.
Jeez.
Yeah. I wasn't really afraid.
What
It
are
was just
other
caught me off
Oh
guard.
yeah.
What are other forms of provoking in your world? Like, is it just challenging the?
Yeah,
the-
exactly.
That's what it is.
Challenging.
It's like saying, you're a coward. I know you did this. Why did you do it?
Okay.
Do something to me if you're that big of a person.
Okay.
That is a prime example of what not to do.
It is. I mean, it really is. Because that's not the only thing that's happened to him, because that's not the only time he's provoked.
Thanks for
So
putting
that was
me
the first story.
I'm sorry, did I throw you under the bus on that?
Deer Lodge Prison would be scary enough. I mean, I was just walking around it with a group of people on a regular.
Well, you have those guys
deal.
starting up these groups wanting to be ghost hunters, which is different than from investigators.
In research, yeah.
Ghost hunters are adrenaline seekers. They're watching too much TV and
Yeah.
wanting to experience something.
Well, I know I'm super excited about tonight, you guys.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a great
fun.
time.
Following you guys around, documenting the night, and you guys will probably see some of this sometime down the road too.
I'm hoping
Hopefully,
we,
yes.
Thanks
Yeah.
Conrad's for allowing us to come here tonight.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you to the Conrad
beautiful
Mansion.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, you guys. Well, thank you so much
Thanks.
for having us, and
Thanks for
until
having
next
us.
do
week,
this.
we're on.
Yeah, that'd be
All right.
awesome.
Cool. That's a wrap.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Cut that first part, right?